today we are making classic vegetable chops. I just love the crunchiness of these chops, and as you can see my chops are just perfectly crunchy and soft, succulent, tasty vegetable stuffing from inside. Very easy recipe, and this can be multi-used in n number of ways. It's a classic street style version of vegetable chops, and hence the ingredients that are locally available are randomly used in the recipe. So stay tuned for this lovely recipe, Su's Food Corner special vegetable chops. Hey guys, I am Subhankari and I welcome you all to my channel Su's Food Corner. I hope you all are doing great in your lives, and if you're new to my page, do subscribe to my page and do not forget to tap the bell button. And thank you all for loving my channel so much and liking my videos so much. So let's begin with this awesome recipe. So here I have some basic vegetables for this chop. I have one big carrot, I have grated it, and I have used the larger hole in the grater to grate it. So this is how it looks. And a big beetroot I have also grated that. So beetroot and carrots give that lovely color, and two large size boiled potatoes, and yes, they are not completely boiled, so little around 80% it's done. So apart from that, I have here few other ingredients. A basic spice mix will make for this chops. Coriander seeds I have taken a 1 tablespoon, cumin seeds 1 teaspoon, fennel seeds 1 teaspoon, black peppercorns 8 to 10, cinnamon stick 2 inch, and 3 to 4 green cardamom. Apart from that, I have here panchforan for tempering, and this is the mix of 5 spices: mustards, fennel, fenugreek seeds or methi dana, and some kalonji or black cumin that goes in. So this is the mix. And grated ginger I have 1 inch, chopped green chili 1 to 2 according to taste, Kashmiri red chili powder I have taken in 1 tablespoon, and to give that perfect street style finish, I have roasted peanuts 2 tablespoon and fresh chopped coconut around 2 tablespoon. You can also use raw peanuts and then roast it. So these are the two ingredients that gives the perfect crunch. And black salt 1 teaspoon, chaat powder 1 tablespoon, lovely flavor comes from this. And to coat this beautiful vegetable chops, I have here breadcrumbs around 1 cup and semolina or suji around half a cup. You can choose either from one of these, or if you want to use both, you can include 2 to 3 tablespoon of semolina in this breadcrumb. It's completely depends upon your choice. And to make the slurry, I have here maida half a cup plus corn flour around 1/4 cup. So let's begin by making the dry spice powder. So first I have heated a pan on low medium flame and added all dry spice. And the trick here is that at any moment of time your hand should be able to touch the spices, then your spices will be perfectly roasted. So just make sure you can touch them. That is the amount of heat that is required, that's it. So you can switch on the flame for just 10 to 20 seconds on low medium flame and then switch off it, and I'll wait till it cools down. And I have just crushed them. You can blend them for just 2 to 3 seconds and it's done. Next we'll do the vegetable mix. I have heated a pan, added oil 2 to 3 tablespoon, and panchforan goes in. Wait till the panchforan starts to temper, and then I'll add the ginger and green chilies. It's very important to nicely temper the panchforan, otherwise the methi seeds they will turn bitter. So once done, I'll add the grated carrot, beetroot and salt as per taste, and in high flame I'll give them a mix for around 10 seconds, because I just need to nicely roast or stir fry these carrots and beetroot. Gradually when you will start mixing, you will see a lovely color comes out because of the beetroot obviously. So it takes around 4 to 5 minutes, initially for 2 minutes on high flame, and then reduce the flame to medium and saute or stir fry this, and this looks perfect to me. You can see the consistency, there is no moisture and yet they are nicely stuffed. And then to this mixture I have added boiled potatoes, the spice mixture that we had prepared, and Kashmiri red chili powder goes in. So this will add to the color. Give them a mix on medium flame for just 3 to 4 minutes. We'll roast this mixture, and gradually you can see it will become non-sticky. See, it's perfectly done, and the smell is just beautiful because of the fennel seeds and the mixture that we had added. After roasting for 3 to 4 minutes, I'll add the coconut and peanuts. Chaat powder goes in and the black salt goes in. At this time you can adjust salt accordingly, because I have already added chaat powder and black salt. So give it a proper mix and then you can just taste it and adjust salt. So this looks just awesome, and the smell was so tangy and chatpati because of the chaat powder. So give it a mix and now switch off the flame and wait till it cools down. We need a nice cool mixture to make our vegetable chops, and this is perfectly done. Meanwhile, I have heated a kadhai, added oil and kept it on low medium flame. The oil is heating on low medium flame. Let's prepare the mixture to crumb coat these chops. I have taken breadcrumbs 1 cup and added 2 to 3 tablespoons of semolina. If you don't have breadcrumbs, you can only coat it with semolina or suji. But I have used both. 1 cup of the breadcrumbs and 3 to 4 tablespoons of semolina goes in. And slurry I have made of corn flour and maida. Make sure you add water little by little and the consistency should be semi-thick. You can see there's a perfect coating behind my spoon, that means it's perfect. And meanwhile my mixture of vegetables have cooled down, and I'll show you a way to make the perfect chop. First we'll take a small amount and make a round ball. Initially we'll make a round ball. It's done. Now I'll press it gently to make a cylindrical shape in this way. It's done perfectly. This is the common shape of vegetable chops, so I have made them. So first we'll make the round structure, and this can be made easily. My slurry is done, chops are ready. Now let's start the process of crumb coating. Here the breadcrumb mixture. So my right hand is the dry hand and left hand is the wet hand that I'll use in slurry. Never mix these two hands, it will be more complicated. In this way we can manage very easily. So my right hand goes for the dry ingredient and left one for the slurry. So let's start. I'll take one chop in my wet hand, that is my left hand. This hand will be always used to touch the wet items, especially the slurry and these chops. So this I have dipped in this mixture. So one hand I'll use to dip this chops in the slurry, then drain the excess slurry and add it in this breadcrumb, that is the dry ingredient. So I'll use my other hand. Nicely I can single coat it in this way. Either you can single coat it or you can double coat it, completely depends upon your choice. First one I had single coated, second one I'll double coat. So here I have used the wet hand and I added the chop, drained the excess slurry and then goes inside my breadcrumbs or the dry ingredient. And now I'll use my second hand, that is my right hand, to coat this. And as I said, I drain off the excess breadcrumb and then again I'll add it to the slurry, because this one I am double coating. So if you want a nice thick coating, you can use this method, otherwise single coat will also work nicely. So again I'll coat this, drip off the excess slurry, and then this carefully goes in this breadcrumb mixture. And then using my dry hand, my right hand, I'll just add this breadcrumbs and semolina mixture. Beautifully I'll coat this chop, and see it's double coated. It has a thick layer, so it completely depends upon your choice. And this is ready. In the same way I'll coat all my vegetable chops. And as I had already kept the kadhai on low medium flame, so increase the flame to medium and then add this beautiful vegetable chops. Add them in batches and fry them in medium high flame for around 7 to 8 minutes. And then we'll get a lovely golden color. And if you want to freeze them, you can, after crumb coating them, you can keep them in a Ziploc pack and store them in freezer. They will taste exactly the same once you fry them. So my vegetable chops are done perfectly. You can see what beautiful color these chops have attained because of this coating. I have used breadcrumbs and 2 to 3 tablespoons of semolina, so that did the trick. Lovely beautiful golden fried breadcrumbs, some potatoes, cucumber, and I have used here tomato ketchup, chili sauce and mustard sauce, and to deep fry it, green chili goes on top. Do not forget to sprinkle the chaat powder, and I'll just show you how crunchy they are. You can see the vegetables chops are perfectly crunchy, and I'll just break and show you from inside. Super crunchy from outside with a soft and succulent and tasty stuffing. And this combo, vegetable chop with some green chilies, onions, cucumber, and the 3 type of sauces that I have served, they just do magic. Classic street style flavor. I have lovely memories with this recipe. And now it's time for comment of the day, and today's comment of the day is from Little Shashwati. She writes, "Ma'am, your dry grinding method is absolutely nice. I have also tried it in my daily cooking regimen. Potal korma is my favorite recipe. Love to eat this with recipe with long grain rice. Thank you so much for sharing it, ma'am." Thank you so much, Shashwati, for your lovely comment. Actually, she's talking about a method of grinding spices, that's dry grinding. I am so happy that she inculcates it in her daily regimen. Loved your comment. Thank you so much. And for today's recipe, do give it a try. You will love this recipe, especially crunchiness of this vegetable chops and a soft and tender stuffing. Lovely combination. So give it a try and let me know your thoughts. If you have liked the video, do give a thumbs up, share with your family and friends, and do not forget to subscribe to my page. See you in next video. Till then, stay safe, love life, and happy fooding.